all election materials arrived yesterday in the night, and the distribution took place in the night to the PUs. This is the ward headquarters. And all election materials from Safi, our local government headquarters, arrived this this ward, in the night yesterday with all the staffs, all the materials, everything was here. And as early as and all the distribution to the PUs was made in the night. So as early as possible, each and every presiding officer headed to his polling unit, and the voting commenced as early as possible, as far as we are concerned. You can see it is quite orderly and very peaceful.
Distinguished, you are going for a re-election. And what will you comment on the process of this election? How credible it is?
Well, as far as where I am is concerned, it is quite credible, and you can attest to that. Behind me, right behind me here, is a polling unit. To my left, there is another polling unit. There are about 3 or 4, within this primary school. This is primary school, and it is quite peaceful. You cannot see there is no rancor, nothing, no fight, no nothing. Everybody is going about carrying out his civic responsibility without let or hindrance.
Okay, the use of please, the use of beavers machine. In some areas, it fails a lot of people. Some will not vote.
We have not experienced any here. We have not.
So what are your chances of winning? And if you would win, what will be your reward? What will be the reward of the people or the electorate?
I will continue from where I stopped. You see, the beauty of what is happening today is it is a contest between 2 people that have been tested. I and my senior brother, Alhaji Ikra Aliyu Bilbis, were all given due chance by the Lord Almighty. I was a senator for 2 terms. I was a commissioner in this state for almost a year. I was a chairman of a board of federal government parastatal. I was a member of board, so many things. My rival was a 2-time minister, a chairman of a board and everything. So the contest is very, very easy. And we are all from the same local government. So the people knows us. Now our credentials speaks for ourselves. So I don't have any fear, because like I said, everybody knows the 2 of us. So I don't think the question should be directed to me. The question should be directed to the people. The 2 contestants are known. Now, what have we done with the chance given to us by Lord Almighty, the previous chance? So what have we done? So, and I think the only thing I would want to add here is people should begin to ask when people are presented for them to be voted into offices, what have you done with the previous chance given to you? Even if you don't have any, at least you cannot vie or contest for the position of a senator or member House of Representatives, without having anything or doing anything. So people should ask, what have you done to your mother, for instance? What have you done to your father? What have you done to the immediate members of your family? Then, if you are given a bigger opportunity, what have you done to your community, to your local government, to your state, to your region and everything? What have you done? How many people have you been able to lift up from poverty, to a position where they can fend for themselves, at least have a decent family, So I think the question, like I said, should go to the people. The 2 people that are presented today for you, what have they done, to the community they want to represent today?
Which in terms of human development, right? Now,
in all aspects, there are a lot of them, but you have to be fair in your assessment, for instance. So if, like for me and him, now you can ask, what have you even done to your state? Because we have risen, above even our local government. God has given us, opportunity to serve at the uppermost level, to represent our people at the federal level. So what have you done? What have you been able to do? How many people have you been able to help? How many things have you been able to bring to your community? I think that is the question. So when you look at that, when you take that into consideration, you find out that I don't even have a problem, if not because of the fear that people might misconstrue maybe my absence to mean like thick-headedness. I wouldn't have been here. These elections can happen without me on ground, and I can assure you I will win.
What, Doctor, in every election,
Yes.
there is a loser and there's a winner.
Yes.
What will be your message if you win? And what will be your message if you lose?
My message is just very simple. You know, as a Muslim, I know it is God that gives power. And God gives power because He, for reasons best known to Him, because He is the ultimate in knowledge. He sees and He foresees. Human beings only see. And even the see we see is limited to what our eyes can catch. God sees everything beyond everything. So for me, I think God has blessed me, like I have always said, beyond measure. So if God has given me the opportunity to serve again, I think it is another burden that I'm going to take with all the seriousness it deserves. If it is the wish of God that I didn't win, I will take it with my two hands, and I would continue from where I stopped, because in the last 3.5 years, I was not representing anybody. I was not doing anything for anybody. I was only doing things for myself. I sleep when I want to sleep. I wake up when I want to wake up. I go to where I want to go at any time, and I don't think I have any problem with that. And I can tell you, should that happen, should that happen, I will congratulate whoever wins, because to me, today where we are, the burden of leadership, is going to be very, very enormous. Very great.
How's the voice of Nigeria?
Yes. Come again?
Your message to Nigerians.
My message to Nigerians is they should continue to demand from their leaders, good governance and good representation. And they should question, their actions or inactions, at each point they find themselves. And we should continue to pray and act where necessary, to bring about the much needed peace and development in the country. I wish Nigeria the very best. It is the only country we have. And I hope that things work out for us. The leaders we are going to elect today, I hope, would be leaders that would have the love of the people in their hearts.
Victory and a victory.
So, what will be your message to Nigerians who are casting their votes and those who are awaiting the result after the election?
Well, my message is always that after the election or before the election?
After the election.
After the election, I think all of us should come together as Nigerians, as one. That is even our presidential candidate has always been yearning for unity. So I think we should come together as Nigerians as one. We should always believe in us. We should trust ourselves. We should trust our leaders. Then at sometimes we should trust each other as Nigerians. And we have to be together to work as a team, irrespective of religion, the regional or tribe, whatever it is. We should come together and build this country. This country has suffered so many ways. So I think this is a high time if we are able to, particularly if our presidential candidate, Ozino Adama, is to be the next president of this country. I think it's high time because of his past experience in governance, and then because of the yearning and what he has for Nigerians. I think we need to support him in total so that this country should move forward.
Sir, you've been monitoring the election all over your senatorial district. How has the reports you've been getting so far, and how confident are you in the electoral process so far, sir?
I think so far so good. The only thing, there are some hitches from one way or the other. Some of the hitches, some of the challenges are deliberate, some of them are human. So all the same, I think victory is ours by inshallah. Victory is ours. We in PDP, I think all the, I think our party's candidates, I think our party will win. I mean, we'll be able to win.
Sir, just these 2 days ago, the chairman of Safi local government of PDP complained that 11 wards under Safi alone, that there will not be election due to the insecurity under Safi, your own local government, sir. So is there any alternative so far?
No, to be honest with you, I did not hear about that. I don't think it's, no, I don't think so. I think there was some movement of some words, about 3 words that I know. I think Dauki, that isn't part of Safi, and then Elkozo B, and then Chedia. So these are the 3 words that I know they were moved to some other ward headquarters. So I think these are so instead of, I don't think it is up to 11, no, there are only 3. And I think the report I've received is so far so good, and the people, they were able to transport themselves, and some of them even trekked down to their polling units simply to cast their votes. So I think, I don't think it was 11. No. 11. Sabelo Gama has 11 wards. So that means it's only 1 ward that is safe. No, it's not possible. So it's just 3. And so far, like I said, it's only the report I've received, so I think everything is going on fine.
Sir, as you know, some polling units have been relocated due to insecurity, particularly in Zamfara state and other states. How do you think that will affect the turnout of voters in the affected?
Naturally, sorry to cut off. Naturally, somebody that used to sleep in his house, bath in your house, and one day suddenly you are asked not to rest or take bath or feel at home, you are asked to go somewhere else that is very new to you. That's why you think you can do all your home or your natural activities. So definitely, one way or the other, there are some losses that you can see. There are some challenges. But I think all these things, we in PDP, we believe is going to be a temporary measure and a temporary issue. I think by the time that we come into government, I think we'll be able to address this issue of security squarely and sincerely. I think that's my opinion.
In elections, or in every election, there's a victory, there's a victor, and there are losers. What will be your message to the losers if you are the victor?
You are the victor. They should always take heart. Because I think this, can I even remember how many I've contested? I think I was in 1991, 92. I was a member House of Reps and I won my election. That was my first election when I joined politics, when I retired from the bank, when I resigned from the bank. I think I only lose only one election. That was in 1997. So the rest I have been winning all my elections. Remember, I won my senatorial election, that was in 2019. And unfortunately, because of the court issue where we lost out. So I just felt it's normal with all politicians. Once, definitely when you contest as a politician, there's always minus plus. Minus plus means you either win or you either lost. So personally, I feel by His grace, I'm going to win. So whoever contested with me in the other parties, so they should take heart. Let them try their very best next time.